Please let me introduce the empires.
Sponzory
Base
pořadu jsou
empire is Tomáš Pilar from the Czech Republic. Home plate empire is Robert Hughes from Ireland. And now the guest team of the Great Britain. The team manager, Jonathan Rodriguez. Coach, Jonathan Grumman. Coach, Gaetano Cristiano. Coach, Matthew Moran. Coach, Matthew Stuckman. Coach, Christopher Wapinek. And now the players. Third base, number 24, Stockman Tucker. First base, number 19, Tommy Flaherty. Shortstop, number 17, David King. Right field, number 1, Jack McCarthy. Designated hitter, number 18, Warrington Jack. Center field, number 6, Ben Spotlighter. Second base, number 14, Matt First. Catcher, number 4, Alexander Managy. Left field, number 5, Max Manoff. And starting pitcher, number 7, Travis Harfield. And the rest of the team. Now let me introduce the home team of Spain. Team manager, Jose Luis Riera Castro. Coach, Edgar Hernandez Falcon. Coach, Miguel Javier Eros Siriza. And pitching coach, Frank Sanchez Perez. And now the players. Right field, number 12, Jose Manuel Dolz. Designated hitter, number 2, Luis Banedas. Third base, number 10, Eusebio Samuel Salas. Catcher, number 26, Mark Rodriguez. Center field, number 19, Jesus Miguel Montaño. Second base, number 1, Mario Anderson Peña. Left field, number 18, Anderson David Zambrano. First base, number 4, Pablo Antonio Costales. Shortstop, number 3, Samuel Alejandro Bermudez. Starting pitcher, number 16, Jose Andres Yanes. And the rest of the team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and give your respect to the nation anthems. First nation anthem of the Great Britain. And now, nation anthem of Spain. We wish both teams a very best of luck and play ball!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We can continue in European Junior Championship here in Hluboká. We will watch, as you could hear, the Spanish team, who is like a home team in this game, against the British team, who are guests.
I would also like to welcome all the fans of baseball in tonight's game.
So let's get to the game. We have Tucker Stockman batting. Jose Andreasianes is the pitcher, or the starting pitcher of this match. Awaiting the first throw. And it's a strike. This was too low, so it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike for Tucker Stockman. It's a hit to shortstop and easy out on the first base. 1 down. Tucker Stockman was kind of a key figure in yesterday's match against the Austrians.
Yeah, he did hit a home run for 2 points, and also closed the game in a very tight. He was in a very tight spot with bases loaded, 2 outs. So one pitch to the middle that would end in a long hit. Would be a disaster for the British team, but they were successful. Tucker Stockman pitched perfectly, and the British won.
But we could see a hit right through the middle of the infield. Jose Andreasianes wasn't able to catch it. It was too hard for him and too low. So it's a single, and Thomas Flaherty takes the first base.
Yeah, definitely not the fault of the pitcher for not catching the ball. Very good hit right down the middle of the field.
We can watch Thomas Flaherty on the first base, or playing as the first base for the British team in today's game. He was the one who was the starting pitcher in their first game of this tournament. It's a save, but it was a very good pickoff from Jose Andreasianes.
Fortunately for the team of Great Britain, Thomas Flaherty didn't have a very far leadoff. Hit to the opposite, to the right field. It's a single. Thomas Flaherty goes to second, and David King is on the first base. Great Britain with first and second bases loaded.
David King is the best batter in the team of the Great Britain. He has 3 hits on his account in 2 matches. 5 times at bat. So his batting average is 600. But we have Jack McCarthy batting with number 1 on his jersey.
In the match yesterday against the team of Austria, David King had 3 singles. So a very good performance.
Nice curve, but it was a bit too high. Jose Andreasianes needs to go a bit lower with his pitches.
Fastball high. 2 balls, 1 strike for Jack McCarthy.
It wasn't far from the strike zone. And another beautiful curveball. Another strike swing in. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and there are runners on the first and second base. Was too much to the inside, and we have full count here. Either or.
High hit to the opposite, but Jose Manuel Dols was right in the right spot. Second out, fly out. And now at bat, Jack Warrington.
Thomas Flaherty didn't wait it on the plate or on the second base. He had a couple of steps lead off. But
it would be very risky to try to play for tag, wait for the ball to be caught by the outfielder and then run to third base. I think the hit wasn't far enough. So smart play by
Thomas
Flaherty.
1 ball, 2 outs.
A very close pitch. Second tight ball in a row. No strikes.
Foul ball. 2-1 is the count now. Beautiful curveball. Jose Andreas Yanes takes his time to throw the next pitch. And this is another foul ball from Jack Warrington, who is batting as a designated hitter of the British team.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We are in the very beginning of the match, first inning.
The Spanish team are the favorites of this duel, definitely. And it's a strikeout, which closes this half inning. Well done by Jose Andreas Yanes. We will continue after a short break. We are back in the game, bottom of the first inning, and we have Jose Manuel Dolz batting. Was far from the strike zone from Travis Harfield, who is pitching for the British team. We have had the chance to see this guy on the mound already. So this is his second chance.
Attempt for an offensive bunt, but good eye. The pitch was to the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now there's an offensive bunt, and Travis Harfield plays the out himself, touching the player.
And the pitcher managed to tag Jose Manuel Dolz on his way to first base. No need to throw. First out. Now at bat, Luis Badenas.
Badenas. Luis Badenas. One now. First pitch was to the ball, and the second one found the strike zone. Nice one. Second strike. Travis Harfield looks relaxed. This was too far from the strike zone.
But this time, Luis Badenas swung at the pitch, even though it was to the ground. Nice block by Alex Banerjee. He saved the day, caught the ball and threw it to the first base. Second out for Great Britain.
Eusebio Samuel Salas batting at the moment. And Travis Harfield through the first strike. Started ideally. And continues even better. It's a strike swing in. No balls, 2 strikes. Travis Harfield can play with the better little game. And that's a strikeout.
Perfect curveball.
At the end of this half inning, we can take a little break again, and we'll be back soon.
Awesome job by Travis Harfield.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bago Sport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Top of the second inning, Ben Sporlader at bat, number 6.
One is the count for Ben Sporlader.
He is a very disciplined batter. Yesterday he managed to get 4 bases on balls. Batter
And
with
then he
very
was,
good eye.
And I think it was 3 bases on balls, and once he was hit by pitch.
Yes, you're right.
So actually, Ben Sporlader didn't even needed his bat yesterday, and would be still successful, at least for the team. Not for his stats. But now, this time he is strikeout.
Jose Andreas Yanes is pitching very well. Only 16 pitches so far.
And we have Matthew first batting, second baseman of the British team, number 14. It was a try for a offensive bunt, but I would say that it was shown too early. And the third baseman was already very close when the ball was going over the home plate.
Now powerful swing by Matthew first. Didn't hit the ball, 2 strikes.
This time he...
Ground ball to the third baseman. Nice throw to the first. And it's a second out in the beginning of the second inning.
With number 4 on his back, this is Alexander Banerjee. Coming at bat, and he needs to get on base.
Eusebio Samuel Salas was the third baseman who arranged the second out.
It was a curveball which didn't find the strike zone. So maybe this time this looked as a fastball that goes then straight to the shortstop.
Samuel Alejandro Bermudez.
Played the out with the combination with Pablo Antonio Costales. And that's the third out of this half inning again, so let's take a little break again. Prostřed je lepší asi než na konci do toho Španělska. Back in the game again, and we have Mark Rodriguez, catcher of the guest team. The home team, sorry. Myslím, že jo. Jo, já mám, ne, to nejde dobře, ne. To tady k těmhle. First pitch was a ball from Travis Harfield. Now he throws a strike, and it's a high fly ball to the left field. It will be no problem for Max Manoff. First out. Another high fly ball, and this time to center field. Ben Sporleder knew what to do. 2 down. The match is quite fast.
Manuel Anderson Peña batting. 1 ball for him right now.
Manuel Anderson Peña is waiting the right pitch from Travis Harfield, which in his eyes didn't came yet. 3-1 is the count. And this was too high. That means base on balls for Manuel Anderson Peña.
Next batter, Anderson David Zambrano, left fielder. Spanish team with the runner at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning.
And that's the first strike from the end of Travis Harfield. There was a little problem with to get the ball back to the pitcher, but nothing serious, and the runner from the first couldn't advance.
Fast ball to the bottom corner of the strike zone. Very nice pitch from Travis Harfield.
I wonder if we see some steal. Alb Energy was very good catching the runners on the second base yesterday.
I think he caught 2 runners, right?
I believe that you are guessing right. This is high fly ball, but it goes to foul ball.
But we can see Travis Harfield has very fast movement, fast slide step. Pick-off throw and safe. No trouble.
Thomas Flaherty, the first baseman of the British team, has shown that he plays very well in the field. He made some
steal,
but unfortunately our Banerjee dropped the ball. So
I think he had to block. It was a very low pitch.
But to finish the fourth, Thomas Flaherty has shown yesterday that he is a very good fielder. He made some very hard catches from his teammates. So the Spanish team has a runner in a score position. And then a short timeout. Foul tip. So that means that Anderson Tambrano is struck out, and
we've seen very nice curveball by Travis Harfield. Very difficult pitch to hit. Great play by the British pitcher. Top of the third inning, Max Manoff batting, 9th player of the British lineup. Number 5 on his jersey.
First time at bat. It was too low. Second ball from Jose Andreas Yanes. Both pitchers are pitching very well.
That can, of course, be seen on the scoreboard. The score is still 0-0, and it's thanks to them.
Jose Yanes has thrown 32 pitches, and 20 of those were or found the strike zone. So his accuracy is good.
About 50%, around 60, I would say.
And also, if we take a look at Travis Harfield, he has thrown 27 pitches and 16 of them were to the strike zone. 3 strikeouts for Travis Harfield, 2 strikeouts for Jose Andrasianes.
And now Tucker Stockman, the lead-off of the British team. Fastball to the strike zone. 1 strike, 1 ball.
Ooh, that was hit hard. But fortunately for the Spanish team, it went to foul ball.
I think
Otherwise
it
it
was
would
like
be
1 meter behind the line.
Otherwise, it would be a great line drive, and I would say that it would end up as a double, at least. So the British have runner on
Hit
first.
to the center
Very
field,
high fly ball to center field.
but it was right to the glove of Jesus Miguel Montaño. He didn't need to make even a single step. Unfortunate location for Tucker Stockman. Now batting Thomas Flaherty. He was very successful in the first inning with line drive to the center. Steal, and it's combined with hit. We have seen a hit and run signal.
And we can say that it worked. It could work in a better way, of course, but it's a hard signal to play for the batter who has to hit the ball.
I
Even
think
if
the
it
goal
goes
of this play is to advance the runner to the third base. So not 100% successful, but at least Tucker Stockman managed. I'm sorry. Thomas Flaherty managed to hit the ball.
nice curve just to the border of the strike zone, but it was slightly out. But as I said, it is when you are supposed to play hit and run as a batter, it is quite hard because you have to hit balls that go even outside the strike zone. So it's
And the hit must be to the ground. You cannot afford a fly ball. Otherwise, it could be caught from the air, and the runner is stealing and may not have enough time to get back. Deep fly ball to the center.
no problem for Jesus Miguel Montaño, who caught it twice in this inning.
Third out, and we will see switch in the field, and Great Britain has to defend. bottom of third, Pablo Antonio Costales batting, number 4.
And against him, Travis Harfield on mount. Pablo Antonio Costales wearing number 4.
Great pitch, nice fastball, very well located.
And also fast. Another try for an offensive bunt.
Pablo didn't put the bat back in time. This was a swing, 2 strikes, 1 ball.
Ofenzivní bunt, jak se říká takovýmu tomu, který že to stáhneš. Full count. And that's a strikeout from Travis Harfield. The last one in the Spanish lineup, Samuel Alejandro Bermudez. This throw went very high. No chance that Samuel Bermudez would swing at it. One out.
Second ball, also very wide.
This was nice fastball, which found the strike zone. Samuel Alejandro Bermudez tried to show a bunt and took it back, but it was strike.
Check swing, ball. The bat didn't pass the base.
This was close but not in, and Samuel Bermudez takes the first base on balls. Gets on first base on balls. And now we have again
Jose Manuel Dolz, leadoff of the Spanish lineup. Last time I think he bunted, or maybe it was a short hit to the pitcher.
Another bunt, a very good one, but also a great game from Tucker Stockman, who got there fast and caught Jose Manuel Dolz.
And the throw to the first base was just perfect.
Exactly.
Very, very fast and right in the glove of the first baseman. So we have seen a nice sacrifice bunt, but an awesome play by the British third baseman.
But anyway, the Spanish team has a runner on the second base. So if Dus Badenas manages to hit a single, then it could result in a lead for the Spanish team. Strike. One is the count.
Good curveball to the middle.
Oh, there was a little error from David King, who didn't catch the ball. That is unfortunate for the British team because they had a chance to tag the runner and finish this.
So we have seen a nice curveball from Travis Harfield, but Luis Badenas swinging it.
It wasn't a hard hit.
Very well. Good hit to the center field.
One, the count. And there is Eusebio Samuel Salas batting.
Second player in the lineup, Luis Badenas, managed to hit the perfect spot in the field. Now hit to the shortstop. Not very precise throw to the first base. There's an error, and that means another run for the Spanish team.
David King didn't throw the ball accurately to the first base. He threw it to the ground. Thomas Flaherty had a very hard job to do. He didn't want it to block the ball. He wanted to catch it and play out. But unfortunately, at the end it passed him, and it's another point for the Spanish team. And also they have the runner on the second base again. So 2-0. And there is a little chat among the manager and the players. Short timeout. Mark Rodriguez batting, and the count is 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. This goes very high. Thomas Flaherty is getting under it and catches it from the air. So the third out, He caught it in fly ball, in foul ball location, and that's the third out, and the British are trailing 2-0.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Top of the fourth inning, the visitor team of Great Britain at bat, and now Jack McCarthy. He hit to the right field and was caught from the air. Now hit to the shortstop.
Samuel Alejandro Bermudez caught it as a ground ball and threw it to Pablo Antonio Costales, who is playing on the first base. Easy out.
This wasn't right to him. He had to run to the ball, so he didn't have that much time, but by his performance, as you said, looked very easy out.
First pitch to the inside, high. First ball.
Number 18, batting Jack Warrington. Strikeout last time. Now hit to the third baseman. There's an error. Bad bounce, probably. And Eusebio Samuel Salas didn't catch the ball. Jack Warrington is at first base.
And now there is Ben Sporleder at bat.
Also strikeout last time in the end of the first inning.
Now there's no chance that Ben Sporleder would swing at this.
But the catcher asked the umpires, and they decided no swing.
This time it goes to foul ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hit to the third baseman.
And again, it got through him.
This will probably be a hit in the statistics for Ben Sporlater. Great Britain has a runner at first and second, 1 out. It's very important for them to catch up and do not let the Spanish team play in a comfortable position.
Bunt that wasn't done ideally. It went quite high.
Yeah, went too high.
It has to go to the ground.
And it was almost caught by Pablo Antonio Costales.
I believe that Matthew First will get another chance to perform this signal.
Yeah, we
And
might
the Spanish
expect
team counts on it. We could see the catcher as he moved quite a lot to the outside of the strike zone, even out of the strike zone.
Yeah, he was outside of strike zone, so even the pitch was right to the to his glove. It was called as a ball. 2 strikes, 1 ball now.
Interesting play from the Spanish pitcher and catcher. At the end,
Short
what the
ground
British
ball.
needed happened, and both runners could advance to the next base after the hit to the third baseman.
Eusebio Samuel Salas was there in time.
Sorry, it was shortstop.
Threw the ball to Pablo Antonio Costales. Second out. At the top of the 4th inning. Runner and second and third. And hit right to the middle of the field.
And the
Samuel
British are
Ale-
trying to equal the score. It's a save at the home plate. Incredible play from Jesus Miguel Montaño, who threw the ball perfectly to the catcher. It was very, very close. Nice moment.
So very good job by Matthew First, who was batting 2 RBIs for him, but also very nice defensive play by the Spanish defense.
Yeah, Samuel Alejandro Bermudez did everything he could to catch the ball. He tried to dive, but he was missing a decimeter.
Yeah, half a meter. Very nice dive. Very nice, as you said earlier, very nice play and throw.
There is a steal. And it's a save. Matthew First didn't have a good jump now, but it looked that Mark Rodriguez a bit overslept. Maybe that the first baseman or the fielders didn't shout at him that the runner is stealing.
We could also maybe say it was a delayed steal.
And that's a strikeout. Nice job from Jose Andreas Yanes, who ended this inning and or half inning, and the Spanish team will go batting again after a while.
Wide awake tonight as we counted all the planes go by. We talked like everything the planes go by.
Travis Harfield started with strike against Jesus Miguel Montaño, who was 0 for 1. This goes quite high. Thomas Faherty was rushing after it. Same
Foul ball
goes,
to the fence.
same goes for Jack McCarthy, but it was out of their reach.
Jesus Miguel Montaño had a fly out to the center field in the second inning. Very close pitch. Jesus Miguel Montaño can count himself lucky. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This was nice strike, and it's a strikeout for Travis Harfield. With 5 strikeouts. Now. "52 pitches and 29 of those were strikes. 5 strikeouts, 2 bases on balls.
And one of them was against Manuel Anderson Peña in the second inning.
I would say that this is maybe the longest lasting pitcher on mound for the British team in this tournament.
Yesterday, the first pitcher was there also for a very long time.
That was Cameron Moore. You are right. I Forgot about him.
Two balls, two strikes. Pitch to the ground. Didn't provoke.
Full count.
Didn't provoke Manuel to swing.
Hit to the third baseman, and there is an error from Tucker Stockman, who didn't manage to catch the ball or block the ball. And
It was a very tough bounce, but Tucker Stockman waited back, didn't go to catch the ball.
it didn't go against it.
Yeah, thank you. And it resulted in an error. The Spanish team has a runner at first, and now batting Anderson David Zambrano.
On the basis. Že máš OBP statistiku, on base percentage. One ball, and Travis Harfield stepped off the mound. Now we have Anderson David Zambrano batting, and he's waiting the first strike. So now it's 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Three balls.
Spanish
Zambrano.
fans are very active at the stadium here.
As they were in Super Cup, which was played here in Hluboká just a month ago. Or
Yeah, Spanish have great fans. Now second and first bases are loaded. We have seen base on balls for David Zambrano. Now at bat, Pablo Antonio Costales. First baseman.
and it seemed as that coach came to Mount to ask Travis Harfield how he feels. If he wants to continue or if he wants to go to the field, because I believe that Travis Harfield will stay in the field after he finishes pitching, but we will see.
One out at the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 runners on bases. And there's a bunt to the third baseman.
And it's perfect. It's just perfect. It didn't go to the ground, but
Very good spot. And Tucker Stockman waited back. He tried to cover his base and hope that Travis Harfield will be able to play the ball.
we very hard to catch the runner on the third base. Shame for the British team.
Bases are loaded. Only 1 out. and Samuel Alejandro Bermudez at batting.
The score is 2-2. This was very close to the strike zone, but it's called as a ball. This time it is a strike.
One ball, one strike, one out.
Ten Air Hughes se jmenuje. Já myslím, že určitě pije. Uvidí se, ani možná. Samuel Alejandro Bermudez didn't hit the ball.
Brilliant curveball of Travis Harfield.
Už se nechtěl.
High fly ball to the left fielder. No try to run, to try for the run. This hit was not far enough.
But it would be interesting to see the runner run, because the throw from the left field would have to be accurate.
Very good, definitely above average.
But it's
but
probably
doable.
But it's probably wise to stop your runner when, as you said, the bases are loaded. So
those players are here for a reason. They are the best in their country.
and also there is leadoff coming at bat, or is batting actually now. So that is supposed to be one of the best hitters in the team.
Jose Manuel Dolz batting. One strike now. Beautiful curveball was the first pitch.
The British would need to defend this situation, and the Spanish need hit. But this is nice curveball again, and it's a second strike. This went quite high, but awesome defensive play from Jack McCarthy, who caught it as a fly ball.
It was very close to the line. Probably a fair ball. Awesome defensive play. The British team managed to defend this inning.
It was a very difficult situation for them.
Yeah, bases loaded. Runners for the most of the inning. I have to apologize. The last hitter from the British team was Max Manoff. He had strikeout. Now batting leadoff Tucker Stockman. No hits this game so far. Hit to the second baseman and a high fly ball to the center field. But yesterday he also was not successful for his first two performances. Then hit a home run. So let's see how it goes in the top of fifth inning.
Two
No
balls,
swing.
no strikes.
No swing called by the base umpire. Foul ball. 1 strike, 2 balls for Tucker Stockman. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The score is tied 2-2. We have another very close game here in Hluboká nad Vltavou, Czech Republic.
Inaccurate throw. And it's full count. Last time Tucker Stockman swung, he tried to give his full power to it. This time I think he will concentrate to contact the ball.
And another foul ball. This is
There's
a
a
single
nice
to the left field. Very good hit. Tucker Stockman does not try to attempt the second base. Very nice single. Good line drive along the line. Tucker Stockman has first hit this match. And to the bat is coming Thomas Flaherty. He has 1 for 2. Single to the center field and ground ball to shortstop.
Fast pickoff, but Tucker Stockman had no problem to get back in time.
High fastball, 2 balls for Thomas Flaherty. And the Spanish team is already under pressure.
Krásně vidět to, já jsem úplně neviditelný. A to i přes den. Jsem zhubnul asi pár dekádek. Three balls. Thomas Flaherty is waiting for a sweet pitch, which he would swing at. Otherwise, if it goes to the corner, I don't think he will want to. And it's based on balls, so the British team has runners on the second and first.
Tucker Stockman at second base, Thomas Flaherty at first. David King at the home plate right now, number 17. Last time, high fly ball to the center field, caught, and in the first inning, successful hit to the right field.
And we have a little debate on mount, and coach takes the ball, so it means that another pitcher will step in.
And the new pitcher is Luis Antonio Mesa.
He might have a brother in a team, because I can see Pedro Jesus Lara Mesa in the roster.
David King is batting and has a chance to score points for Great Britain. Runner at first and second.
Výborný. O robotech. Prdel. Právě David King. You wanna have a good time.
And Luis Mesa starts with a strike. That's a very good sign. Oh, very fast fastball.
True. Second strike for David King. Should be higher to the ball, but it went to strike. Oh, and it's a beautiful double play from the Spanish team. So David King managed to advance the runner from second to third, but then there was double play, and the British team will have
Awesome defensive play by Samuel Alejandro Bermudez, shortstop. He threw it to Manuel Anderson Peña. He was very quick receiving the ball and throwing it to the first base. Nice double play.
another strike from Luis Antonio Mesa.
I think it's fourth fastball in a row. All of them right to the glove of the catcher. Nice pitching.
And next fastball.
I think this pitch is around 140 kilometers per hour. It's definitely similar speed to the Czech Extra League.
Could be, and there is another fastball. It is probably the main weapon in possession of Luis Antonio Mesa. 2 balls, 1 strike. And another ball. Jack McCarthy. Want to swing at something nice, only to something nice.
Jack McCarthy has 0 for 2. Fly out in the right field and ground out to the shortstop.
It was the 4th ball, and Jack McCarthy is already standing on the first base.
Jack Warrington coming to the home plate.
I think that he didn't have a good game yesterday.
No hit for him yesterday. You are right. Today, strikeout and a hit to the third base. There was an error. Now, batting to the right field. It is probably fair ball.
It's a fair ball.
Yes, it is a fair ball. No catch.
But the runner from the second base didn't manage to advance to third because he didn't. He wasn't sure if he can. Anyway, there was a runner on third, so that's a point for the British. A lucky hit means that they are leading now.
Very good spot. It was not a very hard hit, but it was right to the line, to the right line. And
I wonder if
though
this
Jose Manuel Dolz ran very fast, he wasn't there in time.
I wonder if the Spanish team expected such a resistance from the British team, who are playing very well, but will probably have to change their pitcher soon as well, so we will see how the next pitcher will do. So runners on first and second. There is a block from the catcher, but no chance to catch the runner from the second base, who got to third base. No problem. So now there are runners in both corners.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I think that I haven't seen any early steal yet in this championship, at least here in Hluboká, in the afternoon and evening matches.
Steal.
But Mark Rodriguez doesn't want to risk anything, any errors, so he just faked the throw to the second base and checked the runner on the third if he did any move, so he could get him to run down.
The British team has Jack McCarthy at third base and Jack Warrington at second.
But this is strikeout, and
Ben Sporlater is strikeout.
Luis Antonio Gomez Mesa ended this half inning.
Great Britain is in the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is 3-2. For the Spanish team is batting Luis Badenas. Bunt to the third. Very nice one. Awesome drag bunt performed by Luis Badenas. And successful. He made it to the first. Travis Harfield did all he could to pick up the ball and throw it to first, but the bunt was just way too good. Spanish team starts the inning with the runner at first. Now batting Eusebio Samuel Salas, number 10. No hits, 1 strikeout, and then ground ball to the shortstop. There was an error, so he managed to get to first.
Now he has 2 balls and 1 strike. The British team is leading 3-2. And Travis Harfield steps off the mound.
A bunt, sacrifice bunt, would be no surprise, I think. The Spanish. And hit by pitch. Eusebio Samuel Salas was hit to the arm guard, so it probably didn't hurt and can go to the first base. Mark Rodriguez batting, and his task is to advance the runners at least. Because there are no outs. And the runner on third base with no outs or 1 out will be very, very good for the Spanish team. Travis Harfield called for a timeout.
He thrown 75 pitches, 41 of them were strikes, 5 strikeouts, 3 bases on balls. And he led the Spanish team to hit 4 hits. Mark Rodriguez batting. Today he is 0 for 2. And he's still waiting for
Good
a hit.
curveball. Dropped to the strike zone in the very last moment. No wonder Mark Rodriguez did not swing. But first strike.
And another nice pitch.
Fastball this time. Right down to the glove of the catcher. 2 strikes. High fastball to make the better swing. Mark Rodriguez didn't move a muscle. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another timeout. And we can continue the duel with Mark Rodriguez. Didn't finish yet, or hasn't finished yet. Checked swing, but it was too late, and
Maybe even through the strike zone. Very nice pitch by Travis Harfield. Strikeout. Jesus Miguel Montaño coming to the home plate. Strikeout in the 4th inning and fly out in the center field in the 2nd inning.
Nice pitch again. This time it goes to foul ball from Jesus Miguel Montaño.
Foul ball out of the park. 1 strike. Ground ball to the second baseman. Out and second.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame for the British team. I would say that Matty first did amazing job when he registered that this Spanish runner is trying for a home plate, but then the throw wasn't accurate. It's a shame. 3-3 is the score.
great aggressive play by the Spanish team. I think it was Luis Badenas who ran all the way from second base to home plate.
Of course that I didn't want it to, or I didn't want to offend the British team. Maybe I chose the wrong word. I thought that it's a pity for the British team that the throw wasn't accurate.
Score is tied again, 3-3. The Spanish team did not end yet. They have a runner at second.
And a broken bat hit! Now, if the next man from left field wanted to catch the runner on home plate, he would need it to throw it directly to the catcher and not throw it over the cutoff. Also, I would say that it wasn't that far.
Yeah, maybe there was no need for cutoff, but very nice. Another nice offensive play by the Spanish team.
We are leading 4-3 now.
Hit to the gap between the third baseman and shortstop means another RBI. This time it was for Manuel Anderson Peña. And now at bat, number 18, Anderson David Zambrano.
Steal. And the ball is right in time on second base, so caught steal
Perfect throw.
from El Banerjee.
Third caught steal this tournament. That's a very high number. Awesome throw. And this long inning is finally over for the British team. We can go to the sixth inning.
slovama, který vyjadřují množství, že třeba když máš few a a few, že few je pozitivní a few je negativní.
Ale je to prostě taky jako po kontextu, no, jako to není nic hroznýho. Řekneš, it's a shame.
Tak jestli jsem řekl, je to
takový, jako je to škoda, ale když řekneš třeba shame on you, tak to je vysloveně.
Jasně, no, na tobě. I'm sorry, I maybe used the wrong word. I wanted to say that it's a disgrace. Tak. Máš to vypít, že jo? Number 14 batting, Matthew First, who has, according to the graphics, 0 for 2. So the hit we were talking about earlier was from Anil Banerjee, the one that went through the middle of the pitch.
Fast ball too high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, the count. Have you seen any curveball from Luis Antonio Mesa?
I don't recall any. He is relying
another
his
fastball.
And this was very nice pitch. But the umpire called ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And too high, and we have full count here again. There's contact, but there will be no problem to play out on the first base for Pablo Antonio Costales.
Yeah, I think the hit was over the first base. The first baseman caught it right behind the base. Easy out for him. The ball jumped into his glove. Now, coming to the home plate, Al Banerjee with 1 for 2 in the 4th inning. He hit to the center field and made 2 RBIs.
Too high. And another speedy fastball.
Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out at the top of 6th inning.
A nice strike. It seems that Luis Mesa throws either a strike or it goes quite far from the strike zone. What would be? What would it be now? And this wasn't in the strike zone, so again, full count.
The fastest fastball of Luis Antonio Mesa is 88 miles. It's a very fast pitch. Full count now.
No tak 160 je 100, tak 90 by bylo 144, takže máš ještě o jednu míň, 142. Aha. And there is another strikeout, and again Luis Mesa handled the situation on full count very well. Second time in a row in this inning. Checked swing, but the ball went to the strike zone. There's a foul ball. I would say that Max Manov was late in his swing. Luis Mesa has thrown 27 pitches and there were 15 strikes among them.
2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two outs.
This is maybe the first pitcher I'm seeing here that hit to the second.
Ground ball to the second baseman, to Manuel Anderson Peña. He had no trouble throwing to first. That's the end of the top of 6th inning. And the British team goes to defense. And we can see that Travis Harfield is continues on the mound.
Just to finish the thought, I would say that Luis Mesa is the first pitcher I see that steps off the mound and walks around to find his inner peace and concentration. Many pitchers here don't do this, and they just stay on the mound and they want to throw ball after ball after ball. So that's not a bad strategy from Luis Mesa. But let's take a little break again.
Anderson David Zambrano batting. Swing and a miss. He had base on balls and strikeout, so he is 0 for 1.
Another beautiful curveball. Second strike. Tucker Stockman was rushing against the ball. Now 2 strikes, no balls. And another interesting pitch. Tempting. But we can say that Anderson, David Tambrano stayed stone cold.
Strikeout. Awesome play by Travis Hartfield. Pablo Antonio Costales batting. Attempt for offensive bunt, drag bunt. Pablo was successful bunting this game in the 4th inning.
Tucker's Stockman is playing closer to the grass.
Yeah, he's fully aware that Pablo Antonio Costales likes to bunt, but now there are 3 balls, no strikes, and the base on balls.
The 91st pitch for Travis Hartfield, who has to be tired by now. So 1 out, and the Spanish team has a runner on the first base. Hit by pitch.
Only slightly, but hit by pitch. It is. Pablo Antonio Costales goes to second. Samuel Alejandro Bermudez can go to the first base. And now batting leadoff, Jose Manuel Dols.
The Spanish fans are cheering for their team as much as they can to support them and give them new strength to their veins. Co? Těžce. Intů možná by tam bylo. Ty před...
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bago Sport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
in space. We found each other through the stars, like we were just kids.
Harfield takes his time. Another good good throw. It was well placed. Full count, but Travis Harfield needs to pitch one more strike, at least. Cannot afford to throw any balls. Misplaced pitches. Also, he cannot offer anything to the center of the strike zone because it could be badly punished by Duis Badenas.
More than 100 pitches already in this game for Travis Harfield. Admirable endurance and stamina, but it's taking the toll on him.
I don't know what happened exactly at the movement of Travis Harfield in this pitch looked a bit differently.
Now batting Eusebio Samuel Salas.
This time the pitcher has to be substituted. The coach can afford to take only 2 times. The first one can be just to talk to the pitcher, but if he takes the other one, he needs to change the pitcher, which actually happened now.
And the new pitcher is number 15, Daniel Moran.
Proboha. Ten rozhodčí taky to vždycky běží, to je šílený, ty máš to vypít. Eusebio Samuel Salas batting at the moment. Full bases.
Yes, bases are loaded.
Enough.
2 outs, and we have the bottom of 6th inning.
It seems that for the relief and closer pitchers there are no simple situations in this tournament. At least in the British team. It was a curveball, but it didn't find strike zone. It was nice pitch, but it's caught as ball. Again, it was some kind of curveball. This one was quite low too, but Eusebio Salas decided that he wants to swing at it, but missed it. So 2-2 is the count and 2 outs. Daniel Moran cannot afford to send Eusebio Salas to base on balls. That would be another point for the Spanish team. And the British will have to fight hard to equal the score at least. And they will also have only one possibility for that, because this is the bottom of the sixth inning. And it's base on balls. One thing that the British team didn't want to happen.
As you said, very difficult situation for a new pitcher to jump into the game with bases loaded.
So 5-3 for the Spanish team.
And Mark Rodriguez batting.
Didn't he start this inning? No, that's not possible. Maybe the previous one.
No, it wasn't him. 1 ball. I'm afraid Daniel Moran cannot find his curveball yet. 2 balls.
Even though the scoreboard shows us 3, so this is the 3rd ball, and now it is going to be very hard for Daniel Moran. I don't think Mark Rodriguez is going to swing at the next pitch.
Nice strike.
To the top of the strike zone.
Outside top edge, corner. 3 balls, 1 strike.
This is foul ball, so again full count for Daniel Moran.
And he's back.
He is, but he needs to finish this job. A very important pitch is ahead of him.
It's a ball. There are 3 bases on balls in a row for the British team. And because of that, the Spanish team is ahead by 3 points, 6-3 at the bottom of 6th inning. And Jesus Miguel Montaño didn't have necessary patience. I quite don't agree with swinging on the first pitch after 3 bases on balls in a row. Hit to the 3rd baseman. Tucker Stockman had an easy job catching it and stepping on the 3rd. This is the end of sixth inning. The Spanish team is in the lead, 6-3.
And the British will have a hard time trying to equal the score. But let's take a little break before the grand finale.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
First strike against Tucker Stockman. As we said, last chance for the British team to do something with the score. But it will be hard against Luis Mesa, who's pitching very well. Hey, this was curveball.
Yeah, this was his first curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It seems that the British batters don't have the right timing against Luis Mesa, and his speed gives them trouble. Now the timing was good, but Tucker Stockman didn't hit the ball. Or
It was
ideally.
quite a good job from him. Another fast pitch that is almost 90 miles per hour.
Which is like 141 kilometers per hour.
Hit to the second baseman. First out. 2 more to go for the Spanish team.
Manuel Anderson Peña showed us an easy throw.
Thomas Flaherty, number 19, batting. He has one single, or he had one single in the first inning, then ground out to the shortstop and base on balls. Second ball for him against Luis Antonio Mesa.
Luis Mesa has a great accuracy. He threw 38 pitches and there were 21 strikes among them.
But now 3 balls, and Thomas Flaherty can choose only the best pitch.
That could be this one. It seemed that it went right to the center of the.
I think it was a little bit lower. It's hard to swing at such a pitch when you have 3 balls. Now 1 strike and 3 balls.
And that's base on balls, which is the second one for Luis Mesa in this game.
David King is preparing for his at-bat.
On deck, but he will have to wait a bit because the coach of the Spanish team wishes to have a word with his pitcher.
David King has 1 hit out of 3 at-bats.
Out on the second.
But safe on first.
It
That
was
was a
close.
very close play. But the hit wasn't very hard. Third baseman had a long throw to the second. So even though the Spanish defense was flawless, David King managed to get to the first base.
Two outs and Spanish team is reaching for a win. First strike against Jack McCarthy. The runner from the first can advance to second after a pass ball from the catcher. Imprecise throw from the pitcher. So there is 1 point hanging on the second base now.
Jack McCarthy batting, number 1. So far, no hits in this game. Only 1 base on balls. Hit to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws to first. There's an out. That's the end of...
Manuel Anderson Peña has waited for quite a long time, and then he threw a rocket to the first baseman. who could be a little bit surprised after this. I would expect the throw earlier and softer, maybe.
Great play
To be
by
playing in the first
the
base.
Spanish defense. Managed to keep the British team in check and won 6-3. We have seen a very nice game, full of twists, very close as well. I would like to thank to both teams. Beautiful performance.
Yeah, it was a great match and a nice day full of baseball. For the end, let's just say that in Ostrava, simultaneously played match between the Czech Republic and Ireland resulted in a win of the Czech team, who won 18-2. So they are doing very well too. I believe that that's their third win in the tournament with an
No
amazing
losses.
score.
No losses yet for the Czech team,
No
right?
losses yet, but the same goes for the Germany in that group. So the Czech could secure to pass to another stages of this tournament. We'll see.
We would like to invite all the fans for tomorrow's baseball. There will be 3 matches again.
It will be in the morning. The match which is not commented will be between France and Austria. Then at 3 o'clock we will watch match between Lithuania and Great Britain. And in the evening we will watch the match between Netherlands and Spain.